This May, we're having a 21 days of fasting and prayer down in the prayer room, but we're going to pray every single prayer meeting for 21 days. That's 12 prayer meetings a day for Israel. And you know that we gave the call went out for 100,000 people to join us. And that was about 10 days ago, 12 days ago. At the 10-day mark, we have 300,000 that are going to join us on that 21-day fast around the world and be tuning in at various times and having their own meetings and et cetera. And so I am really confident, just because of the math, that there'll be 1 million of us for 21 days that will be leaning into this together for a 21-day period. And we'll tell more and more about it. Every week we'll talk a little bit about it, but we'll prepare our folks, because a lot of folks, they go, okay, Israel, glory. Why? Why are we doing Israel? I mean, we know it's amazing, but tell me why. And so we're going to give you sound bites that make it practical so that you can actually see it in the Bible and go, that now makes sense. I knew it was important, but I didn't know why. And so we're not doing that all in one session. We're going to do that little by little the next 6 weeks. That I have been interacting with a bunch of guys in Israel, some in the newscast type people and others messianic leaders. And they've said there's 3 mounting crises in the land right now that are at the breaking point right now of going to the next level. And it will be the worst crisis Israel's had in 75 years since they became a nation in 1948. There's 3 of them, and they're all about 9.0 on a scale of 10 of just exploding, all 3 of them together, and they're all different from one another. Number 1, and I only heard this 10 days ago, couldn't make sense of it, but it's all over the internet, on YouTube, I mean, is that they said Israel is on the verge of a civil war right now. And I thought, no, not really. They go, really a civil war. I mean, the nation dividing.
But not Jew and Arab.
Not Jew and Arab, Jewish against Jewish. And I said, really? So, yeah, it's real. And lots are saying it, lots saying, no, it won't come to that, it can't. But 500,000 gathered against Netanyahu to protest, and something like, I'll have the numbers wrong, 12 days in a row, 50 to 100,000 protesting against Netanyahu, claiming it's a constitutional type crisis, that he's undermining the democracy, all these kinds of things. Anyway, it's really real. And the leaders say it's a minute from a civil war. And Iran, you have to have a 90% uranium for a nuclear weapon. They're at 87%. And 10 different sources, they give a different reading. Some say 1 week, some say 3 weeks, some say 10 days before they have a nuclear weapon. So it will happen in April, according to, I don't know this stuff. I'm just hearing it on the YouTube. And the Palestinian crisis of violence of youth against, throwing the what you call those cocktail things? Molotov things, yeah. And the Israeli army military is striking back, and they've lost patience. That's enraging. More and more and more people are getting angry. And all 3 of those are at the breaking point, April. And in May, it may stretch out, but in May, there'll be 1 million believers, Gentile believers in the earth for the first time in history, praying 24 hours a day. No one person will do that, but collectively, praying for Israel in the time of their greatest crisis since they became a nation in 1948. So it's really a God moment. And the fact that 300,000 have responded, I said this the other day, but I made the video to some of our leaders about 12 days ago, something like that, 10 days ago. And I just put it out there. It was, I like to say no eye candy at all. It was a really ugly video with a really dumb title. But over 50,000 people watched that video in 10 days. Wow. Meaning there's something that is grabbed the attention of the body of Christ related to Israel this hour of history.